Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about publishing variables. We're going to take a little step back from where we were before and actually get these things published out and start to consume them inside design files. The first thing I need to do is you'll notice in the top of the screen, I'm currently in my drafts. You can't actually publish a library unless you move it into a project. So let's move it right now. I have a project called my first variable and I'll move it into that project. You'll now see at the top, it says my first variable is the project. And if I jump back to here, you'll see there's just one file in here at the moment. Let's jump back to the file again, drop the menu down at the top, and we have the option to publish this library. In here, you can see the changes that we have, or the things that are now just brand new. We have our variable collections which we've created, and a sample component from this file as well. If I jump into either of these collections by clicking on them, on the right hand side, you'll see it shows the variable that we have. What I also did there by clicking on either of these is to unpublish it, or choose not to publish it, more like. So I can choose all of them, none of them, or individually select individual collections that I want to publish. If I want to see other collections and what's contained, click on the arrow on the right hand side and you'll see we have those primitive sizes that we set up before. The button as well, I can check or uncheck this to show or hide it. If I go ahead and publish, this will now publish my variable collection and make it available to be used in other design files. So you'll see at the bottom, it says publishing library. Now that's successfully done. Let's head back to the my first variable project and create a design file. And similar to components, I can now use these variables in my design. However, I need to switch them on or make them available. Jump up to the assets panel in the top left, click the little book icon, and now we need to find my library. So I need to go to my advocates project, find my first variable library, add that to my file. And now if I add something to the canvas, open up a fill setting, filter down to my first variable as a library, I can now see those colors that we have coming from the library. Once I apply that, the variable pill is now shown in that fill setting. If I make updates to the library, I could publish those and consume them back down to my file. So let's go and make a change to my primitive color. Let's make the red 300 a blue for some reason. And now go and publish this out. You'll see the two collections have been modified, the button danger and the red 300. There's unchanged changes here too. These are just existing in the file. Add a little description, change to blue for some reason, hit publish. You can see that's done. Head back to my file and now get an update available in the bottom right hand side. Review, I can see my component color collection has changed. Update, and that's now blue. That's the workflow we typically go for managing those variables. We have our variable file over in our design system. We have our design files in our flow files or projects, or however you structure your projects. We pull in those variables via the assets panel and we consume them like that. See you next time.